Welcome back, artists. This week we're going to be making Picasso-inspired masks of our faces. You're going to need a cardboard box, such as an Amazon box or a cereal box, scissors to cut out the shapes, glue, liquid Elmer's glue to glue them all together, and then paint. I used acrylic paint on mine. Tempera will work too if you have that around the house. You could also use oil pastels or crayons to color it in if you don't have paint at home. All right, let's get started on how to construct the masks. All right, artists. Let's get started on our Picasso face mask. Here's my completed one. I'm going to show you how I made it. You're going to need a couple of sides of a box so you can cut off the flaps and so on. So I'm going to use one to draw the head and one to draw the facial features. So I'm going to go ahead and draw one out, although I've already cut out the pieces. I'm just going to kind of show you the process. So you're going to want to draw a big oval for the face and then cut it out. So when you cut it out, you'll have your face shape. And then we're gonna wanna draw the features that are gonna go on. So the eyes, all the details you wanna put inside. So over here, I'm gonna go ahead and draw out some of the pieces for you. I've already sketched them out in pencil, but I'm gonna go over them with you so that you can see what they'll look like. So for the eye, I'm gonna do a straight line with a rainbow arch, and then I'm gonna make an eyebrow above it. So for the eyebrow, I'm gonna make kind of an arch shape, but make it wide. And you can make any kind of eyebrows you want. If you wanna make big fuzzy ones or you know, kind of angry ones, that's fine. Now I only drew one eye and eyebrow because I'm actually gonna cut those out and then trace them so I can get the same shape. You're gonna need a mouth shape. You can do a smile, whatever kind of face you want, and then a nose. So in Picasso's Cubist paintings, he typically did kind of like these big funny triangular noses. So you can tell on this one, I did it kind of like a side view nose where you can see kind of the side and then where the nostril would go cut out. And I'll show you a couple of different styles. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut nostrils out of this one like this. So I'm gonna cut this shape out. I'm gonna do the eyes and eyebrow and then show you how to trace them. We wanna trace because then we know they'll match without having to draw it exactly the same. Now, again, this is a Picasso face. So if you don't wanna trace and you just don't want them to match, guess what? They don't have to. Okay, now that I have these shapes, I'm gonna go ahead and trace these again. Please use pencil in case you're using tempera paint or something that Sharpie won't cover. I'm using Sharpie so that you can see what I'm drawing on your screen. Okay, so then I can cut these out and they're gonna match pretty close. Okay, so now I'm gonna start assembling my face because I've already cut these shapes out on another piece of cardboard. So I'm gonna grab my face and I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing things together. So for my eyes on this one, I did the rainbow arch and then I did 2 circles to fit inside. So like the pupil and the iris. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these together. Go ahead and use Elmer's glue to make sure that it's going to stick. A glue stick might work, but this glue is really strong once it dries. So I'm gonna glue these together. Okay, so I have my eyes ready to go on. My nose, I cut out 2 little nostrils to go on it, so I'm gonna glue those on. Okay, now my nose is ready. So you can see I added the 2 little nostrils to it. My mouth, and I did kind of like an open mouth, so I cut out another smaller shape to go inside. And you can get as creative as you want with these. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing them on the head. And I also did kind of hair, like a hairline to go on top. And then I cut out 2 buns to go behind. So this one's gonna be a lady. And then on this one, I kind of just left him bald and did a crown. So I'm gonna glue my hair down first. And again, you can use whatever kind of hair you want. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and glue this one behind the head. Okay, so we have the hair. Now I'm gonna glue the eyes and face down. And remember, it is a Picasso, so you don't have to line things up perfectly symmetrical as you would if you were doing a realistic picture. So I'm gonna kind of tilt the nose off to the side a little bit. And then add my mouth to the other side. Okay, now I did cut out some little shapes for cheekbones. And you can see I added it on this guy as well. Just to throw some more fun color in there. And then the eyebrows. And then last I have 2 ears. So you can glue those behind the head or on the side. Okay, once you get them all glued down, you can go ahead and add your paint. So what makes it look really fun like a Picasso is if we add all kinds of different colors, not realistic colors for a face. Of course, if you want to add realistic colors, you can. But so this one, I kind of just stuck to a limited color palette. So I used yellow and I kind of tried to spread them out around. Orange, I did do white and black on the eyes where they would be, and then blue and teal and purple. And I did kind of do a half color face. So a lot of times Picasso would do that to show the difference between a profile or a straight on face. So you can kind of play with those shapes too. After you make your cardboard mask, please send us a picture of what you're working on. We would love to see it. And next week, join us back for another art project, and we'll see you then. Bye, artists.